Hello and welcome to Wednesdays with Kim. I'm so excited you're here today because what we're going to cover today is how to dress for your changing body after 50. And I'm going to give you 4 tips for getting dressed when you're in between sizes. Does that sound good? Let me introduce myself. My name's Kim McClure. I am an image consultant with KDM Life and Beauty and a jewelry stylist. And I love helping women get through that menopausal slump that we can go through with our clothing because our body changes. Am I right? So let's talk about it, shall we? Let's do this. First off, body shape changes. Can I get an amen right now? Just put it in the comments. Yes, my body shape has changed. When you hit 40, 50, 60, whenever you hit menopause, it changed. Am I right? Things went to different places. Weight gain maybe around the belly or the hips, loss of definition in the waist and shoulders, your legs could have thinned out, you had a change in posture. And I don't know about you all, but sitting at a desk a lot, I can find myself slumping and I think, oh my goodness, I need to get my shoulders back. And I'm so thankful to my mother who was always on me about that as a child. Hated it then, but I'm thankful now. So let's talk about styling tips. So for a fuller waist, we are going to focus on empire waistlines or A-line dresses. We want to avoid clingy fabrics, especially around the midsection. And you can see here, I put X's here, and this is that clingy fabric. I have many t-shirts like this from White House Black Market that I have had to get rid of because it clings and shows my belly, and it's disgusting. I don't like it at all. And so I've had to get different types of fabrics that don't cling around my midsection. Another thing to consider is what you wear around your waist. Don't wear things around your waist that are going to make it look larger or even have less of an indentation or less of an indentation. So here are things you want to do. This shows an A-line dress and it's an empire waist. So it comes a little bit above the waistline, but it's at the thinnest part of her torso. Then we've got this great t-shirt. And what I love about this t-shirt is this rounded part of the t-shirt makes the belly not appear as pronounced, and it also really makes a difference in making you appear thinner. All right. So again, on the t-shirt, remember about the sweet spot. If you've been following me at all, you know about your sweet spot, and that is where the t-shirt hits you. If you don't know how to do it, here's a quick synopsis. You'll stand in front of the mirror with a t-shirt that's long. Take and roll it up an inch at a time, looking in the mirror the whole time. You're going to see that your figure is going to look thinner at one point. That is the sweet spot where the t-shirt should hit you. Now, if your waist is at all defined, meaning you have an indentation somewhere along your torso, it's going to help to highlight that area. This works for many women regardless of size. And you may find, like I said earlier, with the A-line skirt and the A-line dress, and the empire waisted dress, that you may find that the indentation is higher than lower where you think. So you can see here the thinnest part is right under the breastline. And so that's a great place to make her indentation because it's a thin part versus her real waist. And so if you can't find it, a tip is to take and bend over. And when you bend, that's where there's an indentation there. So the next thing is sometimes our busts get smaller. Some people, they get larger, but let's just talk about smaller breasts today. So a smaller bust, you want to add volume by layering necklaces, using a round neckline, a structured jacket, and even ruffles. So these are great ways to create that optical illusion, giving you a larger bust. Okay, so for thinning legs, this is something also that happens with us when we go through menopause and into our 50s, 60s, 70s, and on. So you can opt for boot cut pants because boot cut pants are a great way to create the illusion that your legs are thicker. And you can opt for, of course, wearing boots if it's the right season, or skirts with structure that balance out your shape. So let's talk about some tips that I want to share with you about when you're in between sizes. Has anybody been there? Let's get an amen if you have. Put in the comments size if you have changed sizes since you've hit menopause and beyond. Number one, layering with tailored jackets and blazers. Blazers can make all the difference in the world. Now, again, depending on whether you have a large bust line or a small bust line, you'll want to be aware of where and how the jacket hits you. But that's a whole nother video for another time. So creating the illusion of a waistline it can disguise areas that are too loose or too tight. So wearing a jacket that will create the V for the figure 8. That's what we're going for. Get inexpensive jeans that fit you now. Jeans are one of the hardest things to buy, especially when you are in between sizes. But you can usually find a pair that fits if you're willing to shop around. And I've found that going to resale shops has been my best friend because I can truly find jeans that will fit when I'm in between those sizes at a fraction of the cost, and you're helping the environment. Number 3, buy a nice pair of stretchy pants that last. Now, notice I did not say leggings. I said stretchy pants. And so we want these stretchy pants to have some strength to them so that they can hold you in and make you look good. But you want them to be comfortable and they can be dressed up or dressed down. But you want it versatile enough to wear for any occasion, but you don't want it to be like leggings style, if that makes sense. If you're not clear on that, comment and I'll send you more information. Number 4 is try out flowy dresses and blouses. These types of clothing are often forgiving of different body types, but be aware of not getting the top too long or too large. It can be flowy. There's a difference between flowy and too large because we want it to we want it to go with our body so that we don't appear like we're trying to hide things, which we really are, but we're creating an illusion, not hiding. So we want to make sure that the top fits and also doesn't cling. So that's what we're going for. All right. So I want to offer you a freebie. You can sign up for my free newsletters. They come out weekly with fashion tips, jewelry tips, cooking tips, you name it. It's in there, but always something that I have found that I think you might love. So you can go to kimdmcclure.com/resources. There's lots of freebies there too, and you're welcome to get into those. But please sign up. I'd love for us to become a little bit more acquainted. And I am the one on the end of the email. So when you see something you like or you have a suggestion, email me back. I get it. All right. And just remember that you truly are created exactly the way God meant you to be created. And you are an amazing, amazing woman. Don't ever forget that. And remember that this is the age for us to shine because we have experienced so much life and we need to share it with the world. So go out and make it a great day. Thanks. Bye.